dry. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever.
It's 6 in the morning and I want to see what okra we have to harvest today before it gets too hot. So I'm looking here. I see that I have this one, and this is one of the raised beds. Then I hope I'm not going to make you dizzy by looking at, by moving the camera so much. Then we have one here on the other raised bed. I actually do see some okras, though this one is already too big. I don't even know whether it's going to be edible or is it going to be stringy. But we seem to be getting okra every day that I need to harvest, so I have to keep on top of it. Okay, so I'm going to pick whatever I have for today before it gets too hot.
You as you sleep, you don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this.
So this is what I just picked from the garden now, but we have some from yesterday here. So not bad for today. I mean, every day we keep on picking at least a handful like this, and we don't really eat it every day. Normally I use Ziploc bags for this, but I didn't find any free ones. So this is how I do it. Before I used to make them in ice cubes, but because passion fruit pulp, it's kind of thick, it's a bit difficult to put them in ice cubes. So what I do now, I use this silicone mold, and I just make like one big bar like this, and then break it up and put it into. It doesn't really matter if they are not perfectly square. I mean, I still get the ice cubes and I store them like this. It's actually not easy to cut the passion fruit, and I still haven't figured out which knife is kind of like perfect to use, because I find the one with the rougher edge, not the smooth knife, to be better, but even not all of those are as well. So I always have to be careful, you know, when I'm slicing it, not to cut myself. And I found that if I hold it like this over the knife, then I'm good. But it's not as easy to get through the thick skin of the actual passion fruit. I don't have that many passion fruits now, but I'm trying to keep on top of it, because unless I do, they kind of shrivel up like this, and this is probably usually how you see them in the store. But when they just fall off the vine, they're smooth like this. Before, I used to see them in the store, before I started growing them, shriveled up like this. And it's okay, they can stay like that for a while, but this is the beginning of the end, really. Oh, this one is giving me trouble. This is the beginning of the end, and they should be used as soon as possible after that.
This moment, can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment, can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment, can we stay here?
I hope you can hear me because I have the aircon on. There is no way I can be in the in the car without the air condition, because we are, sorry, let me fix the camera, because we are on a slow roast here. And it's been unbearably hot lately. Yesterday, in fact, or the day before, my bins, my garbage bins, you know how they have a lid, and the lid is plastic, rubber. It's plastic, but it felt like rubber the other day because I picked it up and the lid was all malleable and worked, and it's like you could move it like this, which is normally a solid lid that you put, but it melted in the sun. So it's been really hot. And I found today, I mean, considering that I got some sleep, to come, I wanna buy some storage boxes. I wanna see if I can get some storage solutions for my beads and for the jewelry making that I have, because right now I keep everything in one basket, and I have for years. But now that I got more into jewelry making, I want to see what options I have for storage so I can organize everything. I made this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it in this light, but this ring, yeah, I made that. So I'm going to go in the shop now. That's why I still have the aircon on, and see what I can find so I can organize all these bits and pieces, because there is just so many little things, you know, so I need little compartments. Well, if this is the only option, I mean, it would work practically, but it's really not my style. I'm gonna move on and see if they have something else, and otherwise I'm not getting these.
Don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
She said I won't be back in a while, don't wait. Already packed her bags, called the cab, made space. And she said I won't answer if you call me when you're lonely. I guess I let her go, never mind, it's too late. But I can't believe I let you slip.
Sorry, I'm fixing you here for a sec. Okay, is this good? You're on a ladder, you're standing on a ladder. I don't really have such a tall tripod, so you're usually hanging out on different pieces of furniture. I finished the shawl that I was weaving, and here it is. I didn't cut the fringe yet, I didn't wash it or cut the fringe yet. I did tie them up. I did tie up the fringe so it doesn't unravel. But here is the shawl. So It's the usual size that I make. The loom that I use for these shawls, the width is 80 centimeters, but then it kind of becomes a bit more narrow as I'm weaving. It goes in a bit, and I think the length around 2 meters. So I'm going to show it to you again when I actually finish it, when I wash it and iron it and cut the fringe. I think I'm going to cut the fringe today. So I finished that, and I told you that I was waiting to finish the shawl so I can put this as well as the jumper and the hat as well into the washing machine to kind of like block it. And I mentioned that I might do that with the red jumper as well. However, one of you told me don't do it with the red jumper because the red bleeds notoriously. And I think that's the word, that's the proper word. So I'm gonna take that advice. Anyway, I still didn't finish the red sweater that I'm making, but I'm gonna do the red one when it's done separately because I don't really have anything red, so I can't, I don't have experience, even though it's commercial yarn that I'm using. I'm using Cascade Heritage with a strand of cashmere. But I don't have any experience with the red yarn to see how much it actually, the color bleeds. So I'm gonna take that advice. But for now, I do have this shawl, and I have this jumper that I made last month or so, or 2 months ago, which is Drops Flora held with a strand of cobweb cashmere. And that was not blocked either. I have that, and I have this mustard colored hat, double layered hat that I didn't block yet. So okay, I'm gonna put those 3 in the washing machine and block them like this on the wool setting, and leave the red one for whenever it's finished. I'm gonna do it by hand. And that was, so that was one advice that I got. And there was also in the last video, because I told you that I had issues with losing hair over the past couple of years, that I lost a lot of hair. And I didn't answer to one of the comments when the lady was asking me what kind of hair loss, and it's just overall thinning. It's not bald or anything like that. I don't have patches. It was just overall thinning of the hair. And now the hair stopped falling out because I'm using this serum. I'll show it to you if I remember later on. I get it from UK, but I don't know, maybe you can find it somewhere else. And I'm using that serum, and the hair stopped falling out. However, it still is going to need time to recover. But if I didn't, even though now it's not concerning, if I didn't start using that and if it didn't stop falling out, it would be concerning, because there was a point that I was really worried. And I can see from, let's say, the ponytail, when I make a ponytail from before, Nicola, I'm recording, just give me 2 seconds, okay, 2 minutes. So before, when I used to put a ponytail, like it would be, you know, like I would be able to hold it like with my whole hand like this. But now, if you see, look at the, look how thin the ponytail is. So it's just overall thinning, hormonal, or because I'm 46, I'm going to be 46 this year, I'm 45 now. Is it hormonal? Is it stress related? Because there's been a lot going on in the past couple of years. I don't know. But having said that, again, going back to the advice that I got about blocking the jumper, I did get advice, a few people, a few ladies, they wrote to me about hair loss and thinning of the hair and what they did and what helps or what not to do. So I'm gonna have to go through the comments, kind of collect them, print them out, or write them on a paper and tell you those. But if I don't, then I'm going to tell you that I didn't, and you can just read on your own. But I'll try to do that for the next time we speak. So that's the plan for these. And also what I want to do you remember the diamond art painting that I received sometime in the fall from Diamond Art Club. And they have contacted me and they asked me if I would like to try out their diamond art painting. And I let my younger son Alex choose the design, which he chose Iron Man, because I wanted to do it with him and to put it in his bedroom. So this is not a finished painting, this is just the actual design, and the painting I just started doing here a bit in the corner. But I just left it, I didn't really work on it because our table here, if you see our kitchen table, is just always packed, it's just full of stuff. So I never really kind of, every time I'm thinking, oh, I need to kind of get rid of everything to put this and work on it, I just don't. And I really wanted to work on it because I find it very meditative and very calming. What I was thinking to do is to use one of the big frames. I have one of my art prints. This is a print from my painting that I was just trying out from one printer, and I put it there. It's, I think, 50 by 70, which is similar to this one, but I'm thinking to take this out, to remove the glass, and to put the diamond art inside of here and to put it on my easel. And then, kind of like whenever I have time, just to sit and do a few dots here and there, or whatever I'll see, but it's going to be much easier because it's always going to be on display. And even though the canvas is sticky, this canvas is sticky in order to apply the actual paintings, it has this cover. Let me show you. So it has the cover, so it protects the stickiness of the canvas. So I'm going to leave the cover on, and then my dog is trying to come in. I'm going to let her in a sec. So I'm going to leave the cover on, if it works. Put it in the frame, leave the cover on, and just peel it off whenever I wanna work on it. So that's the idea, because I would really like to have this accessible whenever, because I enjoy doing it. It's just I didn't do it because my table is always a mess. I'm going to put this, when they sent me this, they gave me a code for you. I think it's 20% off your first purchase. I didn't put it in the description for a very long time since Christmas, so I have to check that. And if that's the case, I'm going to put it in the description below if that's something that you like, or you're thinking ahead of Christmas presents. I think it's a great present. They have a very large selection, but I'm not going to sell it to you now. I'm just telling you what I want to do basically for today. I gotta go because I gotta open for the animals. They're driving me mad.
I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Honestly, I can't remember if you love me, or maybe I'm just feeling lonely, I don't know. Just let her go. She got herself a guy, and he's good, no, he's great. Everything she wanted packed behind the pretty face. But I kinda hope he breaks her heart into little pieces and let me pick them all back up, put them back together. But I can't believe I let you slip. I think about it 7 days a week, and this just can't be how it's supposed to end up. Cause what if you should really be with me? I wonder what the hell you didn't see. But honestly, I can't remember if I loved you, but it feels like I did when I think about you now. What if I just wanna be with you? Oh, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But honestly, I can't remember if you loved me, or maybe I'm just feeling lonely, I don't know. Just let it go. But what if you should really be with me? like I did when I think about you now, 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 now.
I was struggling to put it in the frame, and then I thought, you know what, the easiest thing to do is just to use the backing board and to kind of just put it on the backing board. There is really no reason that I have to put it in the frame. This is even better and more accessible because it does have a passepartout around it, so I can just pin it with these, so I can just clip it with these clips and just put it on the easel. Now, let's see how we're gonna do this. You're seeing everything real time. Okay. Okay. Now the top part. And yeah, I think we're good. So I have the backing board here at the bottom and the painting like this, clipped onto the board. I think this should work. So yeah, let's see. Good morning. We're at a slightly different tilt this morning, but it's very early and everybody's still asleep. And when it's so early, I'm kind of blind, so I need my glasses. And when I face the window, then I always have this reflection in my glasses. So I thought that was from the camera. I didn't know it was necessarily from the window. And then I just tried to move you a bit like this, and I think it's working out well from what I can see. My voice still didn't work out. So, good morning. Have you seen yesterday or the day before the latest vlog from Fibertrack, Sarah from Fibertrack? I watched it last night, and her vlogs are always delightful. They are just full packed of inspiration. But in this latest vlog, she was doing paper marbling. And this is something that I wanted to try for ages. So it was really, really inspiring. And because we are friends, I'm going to ask her exactly to give me some tips when I'm ready and how she does it. She shows it in her video. But I just wanted to let you know because I really enjoyed watching it last night. And I wanted to tell you in case you didn't, you know, to go and check it out. I will put the link to her video in the description. But I did make some notes of what I want to talk about because we're going to finish the vlog this time. I mean, in this section. And I know that I named in the title, well, I'm planning to put in the title of this vlog, weekly vlog. And I skipped 1 week. I didn't do it for the month of June. I gave myself a challenge because Selma from Little Big Needs, she gives herself monthly challenges. And I gave myself a monthly challenge to record for the month of June every week, and I did it. But then that passed, and I still did the first week of July, and then I skipped 1 week, even though I don't have it as a monthly challenge now. But I think that I need to kind of put some parameters for myself, because then I actually get to do it. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna like force myself or anything like that, but I enjoy making them, so I enjoy making the videos. It's just to kind of be accountable a bit to myself. So I'm going to put in the description of this vlog that it's a weekly vlog, even though I missed last week, but hopefully that will make me, continue making these videos every week. Now, sure. I went to buy storage boxes for these for the jewelry supplies that I'm making, and I didn't really. You saw that as I was editing from the footage that I have. You saw that I went, and the boxes that I found, they were not really great, so I didn't end up buying anything there to keep. I bought basically these simple plastic boxes without dividers, just so I can sort them out there, but you're actually standing on them right now. The camera is on them right now, so I can't show you. But those simple storage boxes, clear boxes with the lids, and they're about this side. I bought 4 of those, so I kind of have different things in different boxes, sorted them out now. But it's still not a final way of organizing things. But I didn't want to buy things just to buy them. So I was like, you know what? I didn't find what I wanted. I didn't find exactly, what's perfect for me now. So I'm not gonna do it. So I didn't really end up buying anything. I did buy this mug cup. And I have so many beautiful cups. I don't know if you can actually see the embossed part in it. I hope you can. I have a lot of beautiful mugs, but I thought it was time maybe for a new one. So I got this mug, and that's my coffee mug. That's been my coffee mug for the last couple of days. I didn't go out, I didn't come back empty-handed from the shop at least. And yesterday, I sorted out this diamond art painting. I put it on the easel. Makes huge difference. It really does. Like well into the night, I was working on it, and then Alex came and he goes, "Oh, let me try." So he was trying a bit. Then Nicola came and he goes, "Let me try." Oh, so so we were all like working on it, but because it was dark, the light was not good. We said, you know what, this is the best thing to do during the day. But I can see how it can be addictive because it's very, very relaxing. But I did a lot, but it doesn't really show because the painting is quite large. I'll show you when the progress gets a bit, when I get a bit further in the process. I told you that I'm going to tell you about the hair tips that some of the ladies left in the comments, and I wrote some of them. I didn't really write exactly all the word for word, but I kind of took the gist out, and I wanted to share that with you because, look, if I'm suffering from it, in all likeliness, somebody else is as well. So we might as well share tips, whatever we can, in order to, whether it's hair loss or anything else. But I wanted to share it with you. One woman, she wrote to me that not waste money on the shampoos, but rather to go to a dermatologist. That's what she did. And I believe that her condition is a little bit different than mine. I have just overall thinning. It's not necessarily in certain areas, and I do see the difference that good quality shampoos make from the cheap ones that I probably get from supermarket. Cheap ones, I'm not necessarily talking about the price, but the price as well. I do see the difference that they make in how my hair feels. I don't know if they helped with the hair loss, which this serum did, that I'm using, which I'll tell you now after I finish with the comments. But this is the lady also suggested that if nothing helps, I'm supposed to go to a dermatologist. Castor oil seems to be coming up in a few comments, and cold pressed, and not just for the hair, but for the skin and the hands and the face. And I do have castor oil, but I don't think it's cold pressed. So I already started looking into ordering cold pressed castor oil. And I know that this is something that from the old times, even in Serbia, castor oil was known to help with hair growth and hair care. Argan oil, which is the Moroccan oil, this thing that I bought, that is based on argan oil, and one lady said she uses argan oil on her hair and that it's brilliant, that I should try it. Somebody else said to check out Dr. Barbara O'Neill, that sodium lauryl, I'm gonna put this on the screen, sulfate, kills hair follicles. I didn't check out Dr. Barbara O'Neill, but these ingredients apparently do kill hair follicles. So I will keep an eye on that and look into the ingredients of whatever I buy. And finally, biotin. To get biotin as a supplement, which is great because that's readily accessible. The lady that tried that, she said she saw the regeneration of the hair within a couple of weeks. So that should be an easy try. So I'm going to take all of these into consideration. As I said, I started already looking into castor oil, and I'm going to get biotin. I have argan oil now, and I'm going to try to avoid those ingredients that this lady said. Now, the serum that I use, it's called Grow Gorgeous. And okay, I'll stop this and just bring it to you so you can see it. Okay, no time passed for you. So the serum that I'm using is called Grow Gorgeous. This is not sponsored. I get it from UK, but I did check, and growgorgeous.com, I believe, is a US website. So I think you can get it in the US as well. I'll probably check other parts of the world as well. So I'm going to put everything I'm talking about. I hope that I'm going to remember, but the Sarah's vlog, the discount code for the diamond art paintings, the name of this serum, I'm going to put in the description. But then if I don't put you the link for this one, which I probably won't, you can just search it up and see where it's available in your area. Now this basically it comes with a pipette, and I use about 10 drops all over my hair, and I massage it all over my scalp and daily, and I massage it into my scalp. It did help with hair loss. It really did. I don't know if it regenerated the hair because I don't see necessarily the new growth coming up, but it did help with the falling, with losing the hair, which was the main thing first. So now I'm going to see with the castor oil and all the other things, and I think they also have, I'm sure they also have the shampoo and the conditioner I tried using. It's not cheap. I think I pay €50 for this, but it does last me, let's say, 2 or 3 months. If you have an issue and if you have not found anything that works for you, this is what I found, and it did work for me, as I said. But just to stop the hair loss, now I have to start building into regenerating the hair. Okay, so what do I have? Hair tips. The shawl, I have showed you the shawl. I didn't wash it yet. I'm recording just the day after I showed it to you. And I didn't put it, I told you I'm going to put it up for sale. And I didn't do that yet because I have quite a few bits and pieces that I have 2 shawls, 1 scarf, some handspun yarn that I want to make into box sets that I want to put up for sale, but that will require me to change my website, which is currently as a blog, to change it into a shopping cart. I will do that. However, whenever I kind of say like, oh, I'm gonna do it, I prefer to do something creative, you know, and knit or whatever it is, rather than sit at the computer and do those changes. But I will do it. I still have time, because obviously I'm going to need to wash this, iron them, and package all the boxes, take pictures. I will let you know when I have that available on for sale. And I wanted to show you the progress on my garter scarf. It's almost, it's actually almost finished. So I showed you last time, but I was nowhere near as far ahead. And this is where I came here. So I think I need to make about this much longer. And the way that I'm measuring it is basically the length of this couch, which is 2 meters. So I kind of lay it on the couch and then see by that. And until now, it came from that end up to here. So just this part where I'm sitting now, I think this is what I'm going to knit more. And it's a combination of commercial yarn and handspun yarn, but mostly handspun yarn. So I showed you that I have everything, all different yarns in a bowl on my kitchen table, and I just kind of take whatever intuitively comes to me, whichever I would like to knit with at the moment, whether it's a single strand of DK yarn or 2 strands of fingering, and I put it in the scarf. Did I say scarf? Garter scarf or garter shawl in the beginning? Well, it's a garter scarf anyway. Also for the shawl that I weave, I don't know if that's a shawl or a wrap. You can help me with that. Maybe you can tell me that in the description, because shawl for me was actually a relatively new word, because in Serbian we say shal, but shal for us is a scarf. So those kind of wide what people call shawls or wraps, I don't really know how to call them. So tell me, how would you call that rectangular piece of knitted or woven cloth that you would kind of wrap yourself around? Well, I said it now, wrap yourself around. Because our shawls, can shawls be rectangular or is it only triangular? Help me out. I don't think that it really matters, but I would like to know. So I'm happy with this, and it gives me so much joy to work on it. It's very relaxing. I get to play with different yarns, different fibers, the colors that I love, and it's just really a meditative process. It's as if I'm doing an abstract painting, but 1 stitch at a time, and I'm doing it with yarn. So I think maybe that in the next video by next week, this might be finished, and I might be able to show it to you. And I want to show you also the other one that I made some years ago and that I wore so much, probably the most worn knitted item in my wardrobe. That's the one that I made from Sugar Baby Alpaca from Wool and the Gang in just grey, but it's a garter scarf as well. And the last thing, I think it's the last thing, yeah. Somebody wrote to me, whether it's in the past video or the video before, that they're a beginner knitter and that they would love to learn how to knit from me, and if I would be doing tutorials. That kind of caught me off guard, because I actually don't consider myself a very good knitter, and this is not putting myself down and trying to be modest or anything like that. It's just I don't see myself as a very technical knitter. I enjoy knitting, and I enjoy the simplest of the simplest stitches. So I enjoy creating the fabric and playing with shades, but I don't read patterns. I somewhat understand construction, and I do it from my own head. But I think that there are much better channels to actually teach you how to knit. What I can do is the same way what I did with the crochet basket that I made a couple of years ago. I made it like a tutorial, but basically it's not, I'm just taking you along while I'm making the basket and telling you what I'm doing. So whether it doesn't have to be that way, I'm sure there is 101 ways to do a crochet basket, but I'm just showing you how I do that. I'm going to link that video as well in the description. So I'm just showing you how I crochet the basket. So doing tutorials, I don't think so, but what I could do is maybe occasionally do videos of how I do certain things, or maybe we can have a collection of videos of me knitting the in and out raglan from beginning to the end. Something I know that takes a lot of preparation, but at least, you know, it's something, it's food for thought, especially if I'm going to be doing the videos more often. Fingers crossed, please cheer me on. Yeah, so that's that. I think I'm going to finish the vlog now. I hope you're well. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you next week. Bye for now.